Oh, fine.
So we got to get it on camera, right? Hey, everybody, this is Larry, a.k.a. Bluemanrule. Welcome back to Facetious number 20. I am here with my dog, my main Damie, my co-host Supreme, none other than Mike, a.k.a. Scarfinger, a.k.a. Real Talk.
What's going on, people?
Hey, did I put some respect on it?
No, I don't think I got enough respect on that. Not enough.
Come on, son. I go all in on the intro.
When I clicked on the YouTube link, it said the video was private.
Why is it? Okay, see, YouTube. I don't know what YouTube is doing, man.
We're playing YouTube.
We're playing. There we go. There we go.
When YouTube speak your name, they need to put some respect on it.
Put some respect on it. Okay, let's get into it, man. Okay, so if you all were not watching this week, like me, I don't follow a lot of like the real ratchet forms of entertainment out there. But Breakfast Club is not necessarily ratchet. They run a professional ship, but their guests can sometimes be questionable. So they had in Birdman from was he Young Cash Money? Yeah,
he ran Cash Money.
He ran Cash Money.
He runs Cash Money. Him and his brother.
Right.
They run Cash Money.
Okay, and so what happened is that apparently someone had said something. I guess Charlemagne had said something, or I guess when they bring up his name, it's problematic for everyone involved. And so he did not take well to that at all. So what he did, he ended up going to the studio. And it's a massive meme now. But he ended up going to the studio and telling people, look, oh, goodness, let me find the video. Go ahead, Scar. Tell people what's up, man.
Okay, so the problem with Birdman is Birdman has some suspect things in his past with like him and Lil Wayne used to kiss each other in the mouth. Oh, they would kiss each other in the mouth, and like they called it some sort of like gangster wannabe mafia stuff, but like every mafia movie I've seen, the Italians kiss each other on the cheek. And then there's this infamous video of Cash Money back in the day, and they're all on stage and they're getting ready to play back that thing up.
Right. Okay.
I'll try to keep it a little bit clean. But so Juvenile is talking about having the ladies come on stage and dance.
Okay.
And Baby was like, yo, I mess with the dudes. So I want a whole bunch of dudes to come out on the stage to back that thing up. And so
that's crazy, man.
So that whole thing that's pretty much been like it's kind of like a running joke that is like low key something wrong with that situation.
Right.
That's
crazy.
So whenever something like that comes up, and then of course in Charlemagne's case, like there's been times when other people have came up to Baby with some rah-rah, and he has avoided them.
Right.
Even on the Breakfast Club itself. Even on the Breakfast Club. Well, no, like Ross has said something on the radio before, and
that's right.
Big Daddy has said something on the radio before. So that's when he's going off, Charlemagne is like, did you go at Ross like that?
Right,
did you go
exactly.
at Trick Daddy like that? Like, I'm the radio dude. Well, he kind of bitched up a little bit. That I'm the radio dude.
More than a little bit. More than a little bit.
He basically he's been doing this for so long, and Charlemagne been messing with people for so long, and then when you finally get somebody show up he showed up with a gang of thugs.
Mm-hmm.
And then the moment it starts to pop off, he goes, "Why are you mad at me? I was just a radio dude."
Hey, I'm gonna play it and see if it worked. I'm gonna try it again. All right, now I'm muted. Now, well, you can hear me now, but I'm about to let the video play. So again, y'all, this is explicit language. Hopefully, this will show up in the stream. So here's my. I'm looking at the stream. I don't think it's coming up. I don't think it's showing up, Scar, because I'm looking at the stream. But nevertheless, you guys go out there, take a look.
Oh, that sucks.
I know. I got it in show notes.
We got to figure out. We got to figure out how to add that because this is
for sure. Yeah, no, it's classic. It's classic. All right, so everyone, I'm so sorry. I was hoping it would show up in the stream, but from what I can see, it does not. It refuses to show up in the stream. So all it does is show me or Scar, and it doesn't show anything else. So it will be in the show notes. Nevertheless, it was a display in ghetto and in hood activities as much as you can. It
was hood hurt. Like you could tell he was hurt. You could tell he was hurt by what they said, but he had to show up and he got to be a gangster. And he tried to be like, y'all need to. He basically was whining.
Essentially,
it was whining and complaining that he's not respected when they talk about him.
Right.
So he just basically showed up and started whining and literally did the thing like your mom would tell you, go sit your ass down somewhere. Man, please. Yeah.
What you say? What? Nothing.
Shoot. Get on my nerves.
What you say?
Nothing. But then he basically did that. When your mama tell you to go sit down and shut up, and you like,
man,
shoot, I'm gonna talk low. You can't hear me, but I'm gonna talk.
Right. She tell me shut up, and be quiet. I'll be quiet, but I'll talk again when I get in the car.
He walked in with the gangster and ended up with the shoot.
And then it's just ridiculous, man, because we just last week we was talking about these is not my ninjas moment, right? And here we go. This is not my dude.
But see, here's the problem with Baby has been a problem for a long time, and he's the reason why Lil Wayne hasn't put out any music in a few years other than mixtapes, because a lot of the artists leave the label because they're not getting paid what they're supposed to get paid. And Baby's paid.
Right.
And like three of the hottest rappers out right now are signed to Baby.
Yeah, and that's a shame. Yeah, and that's a shame too.
So you got three of the hottest rappers out right now. They're all signed to Baby in some way, shape, or form. And you got Lil Wayne himself, who's a VP of the company, and they gave him his own part of the company. That's where Young Money came from. Like he's like, yo, I'm not getting paid when I'm supposed to be getting paid here. Like I brought y'all Drake and I brought y'all Nicki Minaj. Like what? If they are doing extremely well, like why are we not getting paid?
Yeah, and I don't understand this dilemma. I just
but that's also the same reason why all of the other hot boys left, and the same reason why Manny Fresh left. Manny Fresh was producing all of their stuff, and Manny Fresh is a dope producer.
Yeah.
Dope get it twisted. But like they all left for the same reason.
Right, and. Look here, man. All I'm saying is that, man, if you want respect on your name, you got to treat people that way, right? Because respect is something that's earned. It's not freely given. Like, it's earned. And if you've done things to not earn respect or to actually earn disfavor, then that's on you. Like, you can't demand something from someone that you don't give, that you don't earn. So when it comes to respect, like, look, man, it's not like money. You can tell people to get it, and then they get it, and they give it. It's not going to happen that way.
You can't tell people to respect you and then be disrespectful to you're saying to respect your name and basically respect your work and then disrespecting theirs.
Right, exactly. That's what
he did. That's what he did on the Breakfast Club. Like he showed up there and he was highly disrespectful to their work.
Right. And again, I don't understand how someone can be so dual sided, you know, at the side of their mouth. I can't understand how you can do that. But yeah, it's a little frustrating, man, to actually sit there and watch that go down continually. So again, man,
he was gonna go cry in the car though.
He almost cried in the studio. Like if you hear his voice, it's like, y'all gotta respect my name, man. Mm-hmm. Like that's how it was sounding, man. He sounded like he was going to say
no more. He went like all right. I know he's from Louisiana, and you know people from down south, they got special ways of talking. But this dude is I think he's the CEO of a multi-million-dollar enterprise. I need you to speak more clearly about. I ain't gonna speak no more to all three of y'all.
All tree, like an actual plant with leaves and branches.
And Respeck with a K, Respeck. No T, Respeck. Like I need a multi-millionaire that has to negotiate contracts and all of that other stuff. I need you to speak a little bit better than that. Like you never get that from Puff. Like Puff knows how to talk. You know what I mean? Like if anything, Puff know how to talk. But I mean, Puff know how to code switch.
Exactly.
Puff a code switch, but when it's an interview or something like that, Puff will knows how to speak because Puff is trying to make everything about himself. Did you see the Organized Noise documentary?
I still haven't watched it. I need to watch it.
Okay, it's really good. It's about the production group Organized Noise. They did a lot of that early Outkast stuff and stuff like that. But Puff is in the documentary.
Okay.
Because Puff himself directed the Players Ball video.
Oh, okay.
And it's just when Puff is around, it is totally about Puff. It has nothing to do with Organized Noise. It's totally about Puff.
Nothing.
It is totally about Puff. Puff is great about making everything about him. Like Puff is the star. Like after Biggie died, Puff is the star. Like, you know, like that's the reason why ain't nobody on Bad Boy on right now. Because Puff is the star.
Right. But let's think about it. Like, even like to your point, it's a multi-million-dollar dude. Even if you can't do it yourself, and sometimes people can't do it themselves, you got the money to hire somebody to do it. Hire a face, hire a PR person. Just hire someone to take on all of that stuff for you. If you have to say something, run it through them, let them do it. You know, dictate it to them, let them do it, let them craft the message for you. It's still your message. It's just going to be crafted in a way that's easier for other folks to receive. Right. Just do that, man. Like, seriously, do that. I don't understand where it's coming from. You got all this money. All right. Anyway, man. Hey, before let's talk about Prince, and then we'll talk about your new camera, because I'm excited to talk about your new camera. Look at your shirt and everything that we got. We got to get the normal Scarfinger shirt in there. But first,
I got you.
But first, man, we gotta pour out some purple lemonade for my man Prince, man. No, he actually passed away this week, and it was really, really sad, man, because Prince, his music has been the backbone of my entire life. Like I told you, I'm an MJ guy, but you know, Prince has always been there. And I think when it comes down, I said this on OFR last night, when it comes down to a musician that actually has created the most upbeat and like uplifting songs, like the songs that stick with you and get you moving, it has to be Prince, man. Like he has so many of them, and so many of them like lean on his riffs from the guitar or on the keyboard or whatever.
Bruh, slow down, dog. Slow down with that. Because R. Kelly wrote "I Believe I Can Fly," and "You Are Not Alone."
Here you go. Here you go.
You need to. Now I know we're down on R. Kelly right now, but R. Kelly is the Prince of our generation. Like Prince is the previous generation, but his music, like you said, his music provided the soundtrack to our basically the soundtrack to our childhood and our adolescence. Mm-hmm. His music, and that's where it resonates for me. I'm not an active Prince listener. Mm-hmm. But like all of that stuff means something to me because through my formative years, it was prominent.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's what it's all about.
So when Prince dies, I really felt like a part of me is gone also, because that what he provided was the soundtrack for those moments that can't be
right.
You can't get those moments back because it's all in the past. Just like a local DJ died a few years ago, and I felt it in my chest, because I remember before him and his partner were on the morning show and stuff like that, they used to come on at like 10 o'clock at night. And me being in like middle school and stuff like that, I couldn't really stay up and listen to it. So I had to press record on a Maxell tape and just sleep close to the radio. So when I hear it pop, I just flip the tape over and press record again. With the volume down, so no one knows that I'm doing this. But yeah, turn the volume down, record it, and listen. Be like that, and because they introduced me to a lot of the hip hop that I know, and a lot of the hip hop that I love. And when he died, like, I really felt like a part of me was gone, because like the part of that formative of like, because music isn't just it isn't just like the thing that you listen to. Like, music is emotion. Music is like markers of moments. And like like right now, if I turn on, like, say the Stain CD, the first Stain CD, Dysfunction, I remember where I was and how I was feeling in the teenage angst of like, in the teenage angst of like the first Linkin Park album, and how that made you feel. And like those moments that sometimes is so visceral that you could like really go back there. I was driving to work one day. I was driving to work one day, and I'm just driving. I'm not paying no attention to like the music. I have music on, and I'm like, nigga, why am I crying? And it was because it was
randomly shedding tears for no reason. Just like
I'm driving, and I'm like, what? I'm like, why am I crying? And I happened to realize that it was a sad song on the radio. And a part of me was feeling the angst and the emotion from that song. I was driving and I wasn't paying too much attention, but my subconscious was right on it. And I'm like, why the hell am I crying?
We're gonna come back to why you like Linkin Park growing up, but now is not the time to have that discussion.
I like the first. No. I like the first two albums, because I was still going through some of that teenage stuff. During the time of the first two albums, I wasn't a fully functioning adult. So a lot of that teenage rebellion, teenage angst and stuff like that, I still kind of felt and I was cool with. But then the problem with Linkin Park is the same problem that I think most ratchet black women have with Mary J. Blige. Like at some point I grow out of that. But it was in reverse with Mary J. Blige. She grew out of it, and they didn't, and then they just latched on to Keisha Cole. But but for me, I grew out of that, and then kept wondering why they kept making those songs. Like, I think we're near the same age. Shouldn't we all have grown up here? Like right. the same way Adele keep making all these sad songs. Right. Adele rich, she ain't sad, and y'all keep buying it. Y'all keep buying it.
She ain't sad at all.
She was sad for that. She was sad for that first, Jane. But what I mean? She made an album about a breakup. All right, cool. But like, your life is better now. Why are you still making sad songs? Like, you not sad. Like, it's the same thing Biggie said. Biggie said, when I made my first album, it sounds like that because I was hungry. I was trying to figure out if rap was going to feed my family. Mm-hmm. And now, now that I'm making my second album, he died before the album actually came out. But he's like, this is pressed before the second album actually came out. And he's just like, I can't rap about being hungry anymore. I'm not hungry. Like, so, like, right. if I rap about being hungry right now, that's disingenuous, and it's kind of it comes up as bullshit to y'all because I'm not hungry anymore. So why am I still rapping about being hungry? So he was like, this album, I had to grow up a little bit, And I had to, find out, some other stuff. And, what they say for the second album about the second part of Life After Death is a lot different than the first part because he had gotten in a car accident and his light flashed.
Oh, okay.
So he has some. It's a little bit of introspection. It's a little bit morbid. There's some things happening on the second part of Life After Death that would not have happened if he didn't have those experiences. So that's why at the time I listened to Linkin Park because it encapsulated my experiences at that time, and the way it all comes back to Prince, like those moments are encapsulated in those songs,
right?
And you can go back to those moments through his music, and Prince didn't really sample anything. Like all of that music came from him,
Right, which is crazy.
And a lot of the people around him, Morris Day and Vanity and all of that stuff came from him. You know what I mean? Like, it all came from that one guy who is played 27 instruments, dog. How crazy is that? They asked Eric Clapton how does it feel to be considered one of the best guitarists ever, and he said, I don't know, ask Prince.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people like Miles Davis had an obsession with Prince. And some like drummers revere Prince as a good drummer and all this other stuff. Like he just could do everything. And to know that creativity is just gone. Yeah. I mean, he had like 30 something albums, right? That came out.
Now, and like I said, Jim, and as we mentioned on OFR, like he has a ton of stuff at the park. Like if you go, like he has so much stuff in his vault that they say they could just release continually after they master it and produce it. Like they could just continue to release for years on end.
The Kevin Smith thing. In one of the Kevin Smith, the Evening with Kevin Smith, the first one, I think he tells the Prince story about him doing a documentary for Prince. And he was wondering when it was going to come out. I was like, nah, Prince just makes these things and puts it in the vault.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, so like that thing was never going to come out until now. It just kind of sucks. And then, you got a lot of people who are like, oh my God, when are they going to stop playing Prince? Like they shouldn't.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's going to die down after the funeral and all that kind of stuff happens, but they shouldn't because his music is important. Right. It's important, if only for the creativity, the brashness, and in a lot of cases the absolute nastiness. And another thing about Prince's music is like a lot of us were young, and like so we get happy when you hear about Lil Red Corvette. Do you know how nasty Lil Red Corvette is? Yeah. Like Little Red Corvette is nasty Little Red Corvette is not about a car. Like it's not about a car at all. It's called Little Red Corvette, but it's not about a car. Not at all. He's talking about a woman. But it's like, like you grew alongside of his music, and with your understanding, you got a little bit of a better understanding of him. And that's gone.
Yeah. And I think that the thing is that not only the creativity but the breadth of his music, because his music covered a lot of different topics. He could really write about anything, but there'd be different depth. Like his love songs were probably some of the deepest love songs, and people just a lot of people just overlooked that. But then when he had a party track, he had a jamming party track, right? And it's just like he could cover a wide variety of offerings and then just make it sound great because he's writing music, he's playing the instruments, he's singing, he's doing what he needs to do, and is a showman.
And the thing about it is, like, a lot of people know Prince because of the androgyny. But his music is ultra masculine.
Yep.
Is ultra masculine, and it's a completely different thing when you actually know the music as opposed to just knowing the singles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think the reason a lot of people, because there was a poll on Yahoo and it asked, is there too much Prince coverage right now? And I think it was 34%, the majority of the, because it was 4 options, so 34% was the highest of one of particular options, and majority of the folks, or the highest option was, yeah, I've heard too much. And I'm just like, I think a lot of people say that because Prince was a character, right? He was a personality, right? And so he wasn't a conforming personality, though. And I think because of that put a lot of people off from him, and a lot of people not necessarily really into his music or him overall. And because of that, I think it just helps people form a misconception about him. And yeah, man, it's just, he will be missed for sure. But when I was riding my bike, iHeartRadio had a Prince tribute channel. And that's how I was playing. I just put it on. I don't normally stream music when I ride. I normally just play from my library, but I streamed this ride, and there were a whole lot of Prince tracks. So that's what I did. So, yes, sir. So, shout outs to my boy Beef J. Got the bracelets, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Everybody in the family has one, so yeah, appreciate that. And all right, Scar, you got a new camera, man. You sitting over there in HD, bro. I can actually see the games behind you, dog.
Yeah, you see the clarity? They popping?
They popping. Them keys are popping. He ain't even rolling nothing in the drive. He's just popping, dog.
Popping. Yeah, I finally got another camera. I'm still trying to figure out how we're gonna be able to do the other thing, because I may have to use the alpha, and if I use the alpha, then I'll be on my couch, which is going to completely change how this looks, and it's not going to be behind me like it was, and blah blah blah.
But not necessarily, because if your camera can point, if you can change it to point to where you want it to point.
Yeah, but then I can't see the screen.
Who says?
Because my TV's right there behind me. I would be facing this way in order to look at it.
You don't need to see you. You don't need to see me, and you definitely don't need to see you. All you need to do is look in the camera and be done.
Wait, why would I not want to see me?
I'm saying you don't need to see you.
No, but why wouldn't I want to see me?
Why would I wouldn't?
Why would I wouldn't? But, and that goes to the shirt. You told me to point out the shirt. We can point out the shirt today.
Okay. Oh, okay. Always be yourself unless you could be me. Then you'd be awesome. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so why would I not want to see me?
I guess. Hey, all I'm saying is that, man, Freud talked a lot about the id, the ego, and the superego. I don't know where yours falls into. All I'm saying is that you don't have to see you, but you may want to see you. And I can completely understand that.
But I like seeing where I am in relations to the
placement.
Camera.
Yeah. No,
it's a little weird because the camera is different, and when I put my hand up like this, like my hand looks really big. Right. My hand's because of the camera. The camera is different. So like my hand ain't that big. Like see when I pull it back to the rest of me, it's not that big. But like right here, it looks huge. So I know I got big hands, but I ain't got these. Do you know that Kawhi Leonard and Shaq have the same size hands?
Really? Dang, Kawhi Leonard. I didn't know his hands were that big, man. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and Kawhi Leonard and Shaq have the same size hands. That's crazy.
Either Kawhi's hands are really big or Shaq's hands are really small.
No, I think Kawhi's hands are pretty big.
Yeah, for his size, that don't make any sense, man. He's like what, 4 inches shorter than Shaq?
Something like that. And, they be lying about Shaq's height. You know what I mean? Because he started off as like 6'10", and he's like 7'2". Like,
he was like 7'3" to match Yao Ming. I'm like, come on, son.
Oh no! And then like you tried to tell me he's just as big as Yao Ming, but when I see a picture of them beside each other, there's a very clear difference,
right, bro,
between them. Like
it's a couple inches difference. It's a couple inches difference, and it's not really hard. Yeah,
like, it's almost like that picture with them and Kevin Hart. Like there's almost a Kevin Hart difference between Shaq and Yao Ming.
There's no Kevin Hart difference. It's a Kevin Hart, Martin Lawrence height difference, maybe. But
You can put Kevin Hart on top of Shaq, and you might get the I mean, that's how small Kevin Hart is, though.
But I think Kevin Hart is 5'3",
something like that.
Yeah, man.
He's just really small, and I mean, he's rode that to success. But listen, yo, I seen this video on Facebook, and it's this little person who is great at basketball.
Okay.
And he's playing with regular sized people, but he's a little person.
Okay.
And he's balling, dog. Like crossing people up through the legs. He does like a through the legs layup and stuff. Like, I mean, of course, all he's doing is laying up. But but he's like shooting threes, jumpers and stuff. Like, he's pretty good, man. Nice,
man. Shoot, yeah. Well, like I said, give me the link on it. Give me the link on it, man. But let me show my shirt off. It's just the first person clothing shirt, the norm.
Can a brother get some fat person clothing?
So I mean, that's kind of what I'm wearing. I mean, because I'm still pretty chunky, so I'm trying my best to get rid of it.
I need a couple more X's, dog. Holla at your boy.
Yeah. Jay, he's working on it, man. I think he has up to 5 X's in the store now, so he's still working on it.
Okay, that's what I need. I need a 5.
Yeah, that's what he's working on. And I'm gonna be going in next month in May. I'm gonna be meeting him down in Kansas City. He's working a convention in Kansas City, and so I'll be going down there and working a table with him, man. So it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have a good time. Get out here and just talk, meet some people.
Go ahead and get your boy some fat person clothing.
Oh, I will. We gonna take a look at it. We definitely gonna take a look at it, man. See if they got any. I don't know if he has purple shirts though. You know what I mean?
He totally needs to make a purple first person clothing shirt. He needs to do that, yo. And then just put like a random hoop earring on the end of the first person clothing logo.
Why hoop earring?
Because you know why hoop earring. There's a random hoop earring on the purple one. Like, you ain't got to do that much special. Just give me a purple shirt, put a random little hoop earring on the end, and we good. Yeah. Oh no, put a hoop earring on the P.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah. Yeah, man. Nah, yeah. I'll get with him and ask him about that. I think he's gonna expand this line. I like this line of shirts because it has the tag printed in it. It's no actual tag. It's just printed.
Word up.
I love that, man, because it's real comfy. And yeah, man. So yeah, man. Like I said, that I haven't had much this week. There was some stuff from PAX East, and oh man, there was one thing I did want to talk to you about, and it's gonna be a good gaming question, but I can't even recall now, man. I honestly can't even recall. Oh, when's the draft, man? When's the NFL draft? Because you know what? Is it really
tomorrow?
That's what I thought, man. That's what I thought. And dude, I haven't watched
after golf and Wentz. Like, who cares about the rest of it? The same way it was Jameis and Mariota last year. Is like after you figure out which order they was gonna go in, like the rest of it is like, meh. Like,
you're right. Right.
Yeah, none of that stuff really. I mean, only the first round matters. And to be honest, it's not even the first round. About the first 10 picks really matter. After that, it's just your team just picking up dudes.
Man, but here's the thing, though. Believe it or not, man, those 2nd through 4th rounders, them bad boys stack your team. If you get good players, they stack your team.
They do, but unless you got a breakout, like most of those dudes, they'll stack your team, but they're not gonna like be anybody.
I mean, they can get there. Like, that's the second and 4th rounders.
I think their potential is there, but like it's it's rare that you're gonna get a Tom Brady out of one of those.
Yeah. Well,
Tom Brady was an 6th round.
Oh, 6th round. He was last round.
Was 6th?
Yeah, 6th round draft pick. And so
sure?
I know he was the last round. Let me see. I know he was last round. I want to say he was Tom Brady. Yeah.
Yo, how do you feel about them holding up that suspension, dog?
Man,
it's like, dog, we still talk about some fucking deflated footballs. It's like, this is ridiculous.
For real. Like, how are we still talking about this? And it's over, what, a year and a half now?
Right.
Come on, man. We got to let it go. But the thing is,
it was 6th round. He was 6th round.
I thought so. Yeah, go Blue, U of M. But no, I think that it sets a precedence as far as the league being able to determine and set all of these different parameters on things that they want to do. Like, to me, that's problematic. If they can go in and say at any given point, yeah, man, I don't like what you're doing. So, and this is something we've never encountered. So let's just throw a random number on there and call it 4 games.
My problem is all of the evidence is circumstantial. Like, all of it is like, well, he probably knew, and like, we think this is what happened, but no one knows anything for sure because they said he got rid of his phone. But like, yeah, I got rid of my phone, and I ain't gonna give it to y'all because y'all be having leaks. I mean, look at what happened. Look at what's happening to Josh Gordon right now.
Right. And I mean, he sit up there and destroyed the phone though. Like, come on, Tom. Like, if you didn't need the phone, you at least recycle the phone. You know what I mean? Like, you do a factory set.
You know these dudes know. You know these dudes know how to go out and get in your memory, and all of a sudden, all of your
When you reset the phone, all of that goes away. When you reset it, when you reset it to factory settings, it all goes away. It's all white, bro.
You should know.
Cache is clean.
You should know. If on your memory, it ain't gone until it's either written over or someone writes zeros to your drive. Like, all of that stuff is still there until it's copied over. So destroy this thing, get rid of it, grind it up. Like, I'm rich. I can go buy another iPhone.
Dave Chappelle. I'm rich, bitch.
I can buy another iPhone. Destroy this thing, because the last thing I need, if you're in Tom Brady's position, Tom Brady, like, look, my wife make more money than I do, and all this other stuff. Like, she can't be finding about my side chicks. I need you to get rid of this, dog.
So let me ask you though, then, on your old phones, do you recycle your old phones?
I still have a lot of my old phones. I still have them around because I don't have it. There's nothing nefarious in my phones.
Well, yeah, I still have mine. There's nothing nefarious in mine, but I asked for a practicality, really for an environmental reason, because I have like 3 old phones that I need to get rid of.
But also I'm not famous. And like, remember those emails that leaked where he's supposedly talking junk about Peyton Manning and all of that other stuff? Like, the NFL can't be trusted to keep none of that stuff to themselves. So you damn right. I'm gonna get rid of this phone. Like, nope. I'm gonna buy me. Look, y'all coming to see my phone. I'm gonna buy me a new iPhone. I'm gonna destroy this jank. I'm gonna save what I need to save. But no, this phone need to go away because y'all can't keep nothing to yourself.
That's true.
Y'all can't keep nothing to yourself because all of this stuff, all these emails and stuff, that ain't got nothing to do with the case came out.
Yeah, but when they released it, they released the emails when there were other things going on that they were diverting attention away from. So it's not as if they're just leaking this stuff just on a whim. They're leaking this stuff when the league is coming under fire to divert attention. It's a diversionary tactic.
Let me tell you.
It's useful.
Here's the worst part about the whole Tom Brady thing. The worst part, the very worst part. They have spent over $20 million litigating this case.
Yeah.
$20 million over some deflated footballs. Like, this mattered after the championship games before the Super Bowl. Like, that 2-week period. Like, all of this stuff mattered then. But the Super Bowl happened. And of course, the Super Bowl happened. Y'all have to make sure that the balls are straight for the Super Bowl. So won't no problems, except for the fact that your mans and them threw it away at the end. Illuminati.
Come with me.
The Illuminati won. And because I mean, the dude from the Illuminati I saw on YouTube, he told me that the last 2 Super Bowls, look at how it was. Like, you have some sort of scandal, and then you paint one of your with the PEDs, the PED scandal with Peyton Manning in the last one, and then so everybody bets the other team. And then for some reason at the last minute, the other team wins and Vegas cleans up and all of y'all lost your money. Like, you know, that's what happened the last 2 years with the Deflate Gate and then the PEDs with Peyton Manning. It made you want Cam Newton to win, and guess what happened? Cam Newton ain't come close to winning.
Man, Cam Newton got out there and looked like he was like, man, I ain't even here right now. No.
Cam Newton got that. Got that Tom Brady in the first Giants Super Bowl.
Yeah, treatment. Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, this offensive line that kept him safe all season. All of a sudden, none of them niggas can block. None of them.
Man,
Tom Brady had been the least sacked dude in the league until that Super Bowl, and he was running for his life. Someone should keep close tabs on all of those linemen's bank accounts. All of them.
Right. Amen.
Keep tabs on their spouses' accounts, their mama's accounts, their kids' accounts. Somebody I'm telling you, I ain't really down with the conspiracy theories that much, but something ain't right about that. All of a sudden, the best offensive line in the game can't block no more.
Right, and it's crazy because
and then my man's all gets the miraculous catch off his helmet.
I mean, I'd be hard pressed to believe people orchestrating that. I mean, I'm just saying, I'd be hard pressed to believe that. But I will tell you this, yeah, man, that's a little strange. That's a little strange. Hold up. I don't know why this is acting crazy, man. I probably got to get out of here, man. It's actually time for me to get up out of here.
It's time for you to skedaddle, B.
It is, man. It is, man. So, hey, give people your shout outs, man. Any last words, any final notes on the show?
Man, just thank you to everybody that's listening. Of course, we enjoy doing this every week for just having fun, you know, talking with brother. And we enjoy talking to y'all. We do this around 7-ish on Wednesdays. So come on by and hop in the chat, B. We ain't have nobody in the chat. What miss now? Want to miss Matt? Want to lay back for life? Ain't nobody show up today. There's one person watching, but ain't nobody show up today. And that's some bull. I need y'all to show up and come holler at your boy, man.
Yeah, for sure. And also, I want you to know, I got an email from it's like a YouTube kind of like media network or whatever, man. And they invited us to join. So I need to go ahead and fill out the application. But we'll probably end up joining. And what they do, they just grant you additional free exposure. It's free. So we're going to give it a shot. Kind
of like how Scarcasm Live is with Radio IO.
Yeah. So it's kind of going to be like that. I think it's called STEM, I believe. So we're going to give it a shot. We're going to apply and see what's up. But
forward your boy that email so I can so I just want to check them out. I ain't really, and I ain't no papers for me to sign. But forward the email so I can check them out.
Yeah, man, I'll do that. I will send that on to you probably this evening because I'll be back here. And yeah, man. So yeah, just everybody, thank you so much for listening. My boy Simpson, who always hits us up after he finally gets the chance to check out the show, whether it's the next day or whether it's the week later when he gets pulled away from work. But he always hits it up and always texts me and be like, "Man, y'all silly." So
Simpson?
Yeah, Simpson. His name is his last
Samson
name.
Simpson, though?
No, last name is Simpson. No, it's
Samson
Floyd.
Simpson, though. You know who that is, right? Half Baked.
I don't know that.
You never see Half Baked?
Man, I've seen Half Baked. Oh my goodness, what was it? 10 years ago? Probably. That's the last time I watched it. So I have seen it. Samson
Simpson was Clarence Williams' character.
I did not know that. See?
His name was. They call him Samson, but Samson Simpson.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but
I believe was his full name.
Yeah, I just call him Simpson, man. Last name. And
I want to talk to Samson.
Stupid, man. He's stupid, man. But yeah, I see you got everything going over there too, man. I had to shave mine off, man. It was bothering me too much. But
I just had to shave the bottom. I had to keep that shaved because it'll start itching crazy.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, I keep this right.
Yeah. But
I try to anyway.
Well, thank you so much for listening, for dropping in this week. We'll be back again in your ear again next week, or in your eyeballs as well. But again, just stop by, check me out at OFRN.com. That's generally where I am. You can find me there. I am Bluemanrule on every gaming network out there, and Larry Asbury Jr. on pretty much everything else. So
I'm about to change my name to Black Man Rule.
Black Man. Purple man rule is what you probably try to take. But yeah, everybody. But thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next week. All right, stay open.